This brings up a point that we haven't talked about. We've been talking about Antonio Brown a lot. One thing I do want to say, as much as everything's going on, he is still a super talented wide receiver. And I do think a lot of teams would still probably want Antonio Brown on their team. Antonio Brown recently has been chatting like on social media a lot with Lamar Jackson. He went on the podcast I Am Athlete with Brandon Marshall, and he said he would love to play with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson then quote tweeted it with like devil emojis, like, yeah, let's get it. And then Antonio Brown tweets out a picture of him in a Ravens jersey. Based on his tweet on Tuesday, it seems like he might want to be the wide receiver. Tweeted a photo of him in a Ravens jersey, leaving social media wondering if he's headed to Baltimore. Now, obviously, there's two things we got to keep in mind here. It's definitely not Antonio Brown's call if he's going to a team or not. And it's definitely not Lamar Jackson's call. I think there are very few quarterbacks in the league who actually have that power with their team, and I think Tom Brady was one of the few.
Yeah.
He literally personally recruited Antonio Brown to the Patriots first, and then personally recruited him to the Buccaneers. I would be really shocked if Lamar Jackson had that kind of power over the Ravens. It just brings up a really good question. How little of a shit do NFL teams give if you're good at football? Because right now, allegedly, Antonio Brown and his lawyer are suing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Have you seen that? It's like it's on AB's Twitter. I don't even want to talk about it as a real story because who knows if it's going to go through. But can you imagine signing a wide receiver who's suing another NFL team?
Right.
That just kind of seemed
That's
like
just stirring the pot.
Like, I feel like the Ravens ownership might be like, wouldn't he do this to our team as well? I think the best equivalent is like, you start dating a girl who cheated on her boyfriend for you.
Yeah, that's
like
sus.
Everybody is like, bro, if your girl would cheat on her boyfriend to be with you, she's gonna do the same thing to you. You already know she's not loyal. But then again, do NFL teams really care? I think NFL teams would hire anybody if it helped them win football games. But I don't know. I would say personally, I don't know what your opinion is, but I would say personally, I don't think Antonio Brown ever plays for an NFL team again. I would be shocked if there was an ownership willing to take him. What do you think?
I don't, dude. There's been so many questionable like signs, like people getting back into the game, like Mike Vick. I mean, Ray Lewis was still playing.
Mike Vick? What are you talking about?
Like,
after what happened
after
with
stuff
Vick?
happening. Like,
that's a very good point.
I don't know.
I think those are different though, because those are off the field. I don't think the NFL has ever cared about what you do off the field.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of the Antonio Brown stuff is on the field.
True.
That's my only opinion.
I mean, I personally wouldn't want him on my team because it's just like,
it ain't worth it.
He just stirs the pot too much. I feel like he causes so much drama between teammates, but at the same time, I guess you really don't know how he really is in the locker room.
That's true. It could be the media really misreporting him, and he's actually he's a good guy.
Like Odell Beckham, how everyone was saying how bad he is. He stirs the pot. He causes so much drama. Then he gets on the Rams, and was it Jalen Ramsey was like, he's a really good guy. He motivates everyone. He's a great teammate.
And then
so it's like,
fuck, maybe it was the Baker Mayfield and the Browns who were clapping everybody, and Odell's just getting a bad rep.
So yeah, you never know. But I think AB, he has a history of causing problems.
It's a really good analogy. I think that's a great analogy. Yeah. Obviously, I think though Antonio Brown has significantly more legitimate run-ins with anything than Odell. Odell doesn't really have any significant run-ins with anything. He's just a very I think a lot of the old school football fans are like, I don't want to use the word racist, but they're just so traditional. Like they actually hate when NFL players celebrate. Like how are you joking? Like they're actually like happy. Like when a guy like runs the ball in the end zone, does nothing, and hands it to the ref, they're like sitting at home like, yeah, dude, that's the way I love to see football played. It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? This is so boring. Let them get fucking out there.
Right.
And I think that's why Odell catches a lot of flack, because he's a really animated player.
Yeah.
And Antonio Brown is too, but his isn't the same.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be very nuts to see him back on the field. But like you said, I don't know if I see it happening. But like you said, also, it's not up to him. It's up to a team. It seems like he wants to be on a team, but it's like, I don't know if a team's going to want him.
It's true. He said he wants to be back and football business is booming. I would be shocked.
Like you said, I think last stream we were talking about it too, though. Like a team could sign him fucking 4 games left.
They could sign him deep. That might be the move. I think you build the team chemistry, you get deep, and if you realize you need wide receiver, okay. You don't have to be. It's like when you go in the fridge the first time and you're not that hungry, so you just close it, and then you come back the 8th time and you're like, all right, fuck it. I'll reach for Antonio Brown in the bottom drawer under my fucking moldy spinach and strawberries.
But you're in a bar and you walk past girls that aren't that hot, but then you're like leaving the bar drunk as fuck, and you're like,
and you've struck out on every smoke.
Yep.
Dude, we're a fucking analogy kings right now.
For real.
Let's fucking
we're killing
go.
It. We're killing it.
Boys, we're out here right now. All right, yeah, that's it.
All over AB.
AB. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I like it. He's still really fucking good at football.
Is he Hall of Fame worthy?
He won't get Hall of Fame because Hall of Fame people are stingy.
Right.
Hall of Fame people didn't want to put Terrell Owens
but he's good enough. He should be, or you think...
He had some really, really, really good seasons, dude. He does not have Hall of Fame stats, but he doesn't currently have Hall of Fame stats. However, if he didn't have all these antics and was still just playing for the Buccaneers, he like same thing with the Patriots. Like he only played like a game with the Patriots, right? Yeah. If he had played out his Patriot season, Bucs season, this Bucs season, and continued to play, absolutely no question, Hall of Fame. He's Hall of Fame talent. He's a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Like if you say it, Hall of Fame wide receiver, he is.
Yeah.
But he will not get in. No way.
Okay.
Yeah, Hall of Fame is the traditional NFL watchers that I'm talking about. That's the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame was so excited to put Barry Sanders in. Barry Sanders never celebrated after a play. That's the kind of guy we want representing our sport. Whatever. All right, yeah. That's it for AB.